allows you to be citizens because you pretty much you allege. I mean, your allegiance is to the state. Is not to an individual authority. It is to us, to the state. In which case, when you talk about democracy, you are the government because you are not subjects who do not have rights but have privileges granted to them by individual rulers who could be dictators or kings or whatever. Now, listening to you talk reminded me, frankly, of the words of the late great American journalist, Alex Haley, the author of the autobiography of Malcolm X, and of course, the classic best-selling book, Roots. He said, among other things, that find something good and praise it. And that's what you have really accomplished, at least for the last 2 hours or so. Now, before we close the discussion, I would like, first of all, to invite Abiba Kambiri to say a few words in as far as the organizer of this session is concerned. Abiba Kambiri, it is your turn, and I would like to take this opportunity, perhaps, when you are talking, to ask all the young delegates to stand up so that you can be seen, you can be identified, and people can know who you are and they can hold you to account. Thank you. Abiba Kambiri?
Oui. C'est bon. Merci. Moi, je suis Mademoiselle Kambiri Abiba. Je suis membre du Conseil national de transition. Je viens de la République centrafricaine et je suis la coordonnatrice de l'association des jeunes filles leaders de mon pays. Je vois que mes collègues ont tout dit. Par rapport à ce programme. On pense que ce programme va beaucoup nous aider. Le programme va beaucoup aider nos pays et nos frères jeunes. Donc, pour en finir, nous participons au séminaire des jeunes leaders africains, démocratie en action, organisé par le département d'État américain. Nous tenons à remercier nos invités et puis particulièrement Madame Karen Bass qui a bien voulu organiser ce séminaire. Merci beaucoup.
Well, with that,
Would you like the interpretation?
I would like to. Okay.
Thank you. My name is Abiba Kambiri. I'm the member of the Transitional Council in my country and also the coordinator of women leaders in my country. I think all my colleagues have already said what needs to be said, but I also think that this program will help us and will help the youth back in our country. In conclusion, we, the young African leaders and members of the Democracy in Action program organized by the United States Department of State, would like to thank our host, especially Ms. Karen Bass, for kindly organizing this program for us. Thank you.
On that note, as I often say before I sign off on Straight Talk Africa, make sure that you get better, not bitter. And please, make sure also that you keep the African hopes alive. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the one and only Congresswoman Karen Bass to make some conclusive remarks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you have a seat? Thank you. Well, let me just say to the young leaders, you can see by the audience today and all that you heard, we are holding a tremendous amount of hope and excitement about your leadership and look forward to where you will go in the future and want to be supportive of you in whatever way we can. And I know you're here now for a while. I imagine that you might be coming back later in the summer. One thing that we're excited about, and I believe people in the audience may be aware of, is that one part of the YALI program is to go to different cities to universities throughout the country and to work with businesses. And one request that a number of us have made to the White House is to know where you're going to be, because when you're in our various cities, we would very much like to welcome you and host you. And I will tell you, as I mentioned, I'm from Los Angeles, California, and spent many, many years building youth organizations and working with younger folks beginning at a junior high and high school level. And so I'm saying that to say, when you do come to our various cities, it would be wonderful for you to meet with your peers, young folks in the United States who are doing the exact same thing you're doing, training to be the next generation of leaders. So I thank you for taking the time out to come here today. Welcome you once again. And to the audience, you know, we've done lots of these policy breakfasts, but today seems to be one of the most exciting that we've done. I think that all of us are inspired by the leadership of the young people that are here. They stood for us for a second. I think we need to all stand for them and give them a round of applause. Thank you. And I also want to thank our wonderful moderator for today. And for those of you that don't know, I don't know if this was mentioned, but the panelists were selected by their peers. And the two women that spoke at the end, they were also selected by the group here to represent them. So thank you very much. We'll look forward to seeing you in another couple of months. And any input you have for us or suggestions about what you would like to see us do next in terms of the policy breakfasts, please let us know. Thank you very much.